Mama, there goes that man. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I apologize that you have to see me in this form. You weren't supposed to. It was going to be ground back by the next time I recorded, but emergency press conference. We are dropping everything, and we are reacting to something that really, I think I can probably just retire at this point. I think it's probably good. I can probably put a stop to it. I think we've kind of come in, stuck the flag, we can leave, that's it. We had a mention, a call out, a whatever you want to call it, in a recent episode of the Good podcast. Garrett Clark had some interesting things to say, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all. Hit that subscribe button if you like these videos, and yeah, let's go.
It's funny, like, so I've seen, there's like this one guy on YouTube who I've seen, like, just scrolling through YouTube, every time something happens in Good, like, he's on it.
Yeah,
and he's
I've seen that
making,
guy.
like,
Yeah, I don't know his name. What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
It's
I think it's
Edwards.
Nate
Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always funny. I actually watch his videos because he's on top of it. I got to give it to him. Like,
very good.
Anything happens in Good, he's like there. He's on top of it. He's kind of like covering it.
It's out in a couple hours if the news comes out. It's pretty good.
Real time.
Yeah,
so
it's real time.
You gotta give it to him.
Yeah. Drops everything to film it. It's pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive.
Props to him.
You got.
All right, we'll just take a little break there and just say wow, like this. Don't get me wrong, this stuff is by no means over my head. This stuff by no means doesn't blow my mind when it happens. Like when I got Grant on for an interview, when I got Micah on for an interview, the stuff you guys haven't seen yet that's coming soon, like, and then this stuff starts to happen. It's cool, man, because like from the beginning, although I started this channel and I started talking about obviously sort of a dramatic topic, it was with the intention of knowing how much I love the golf world, how much I love the golf creator ecosystem, and how much I want to see it grow, and how much I want to be a part of it, obviously. And so from the beginning, though, my goal was never to tear anyone down. It's always been to build people up. But obviously, there was controversy, there were rumors, there was this, there was that, there's that. If you just looked surface level at the content, which would have been very easy for these guys to do, you would think that maybe I had a bit of a vendetta out towards these guys. But that is so not the case. I'm just trying to cover stories for you guys because like they mentioned and like they're about to say, this stuff is news. Like this creator golf world, this content golf world, people care about it so much, you know? And like as someone who I've experimented now for almost 2 months with different types of content, you guys care infinitely more about your golf content creators than you do about people on tour. That's just straight facts. Go look at the numbers. It's truth. And that's where things are moving. That's why TaylorMade and Callaway are signing golf influencers instead of up and coming pros. We've talked about this blue in the face. And so me on, you know, the kind of commentary side of things, like it's what I'm interested in talking about. It's a community I'm interested in fostering on this channel, but obviously it's a greater community extension of theirs. And I think, you know, number one, kudos to them. Kudos to Garrett for like looking into and actually watching the videos. Like you said, he watches these videos. Garrett, if you're watching this, that's awesome. I appreciate it. But like my goal and my ethos with the commentary stuff on this channel is, like I said, to bolster them up and to tell the stories, but to tell it from a lens that, you know, hopefully at the end of the day does rise all ships. And, you know, I think it just creating this kind of content, creating the commentary content around it, it hypes it all up. It makes it that much more interesting. It buys people in more and it makes them more intrigued to go watch the next good video, you know? And like, obviously they're massive. They don't need my help, but like, it's just, I'm fascinated in making this content. Obviously YouTube is a passion of mine. And so the fact that anyways they looked past the title thumbnails, they got into it and they're seeing it, that's what blows my mind more than anything. Like a quick skim of it, seeing it, whatever, but actually like kind of going into it and then giving me props for making it, like that's cool. And I think maybe they see kind of what I'm saying here about the value of it.
I mean, it's crazy to me that we're like news to him. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, why do
but people care? Like, a lot of people care about the news, man. The golf YouTube world.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, it's like a new niche now.
I knew with everything going on, I knew it was going to have a pretty big impact, obviously, because these two guys have been with us for so long. I don't think I knew it was going to be that big, though, like to that magnitude.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool for a couple different reasons. Like, obviously, number one, them saying they didn't know they were news, they didn't know it was this big, whatever. That has happened. They are huge. They are news. They are what people want to hear about. Not only what people want to watch, but what people want to hear about. And the golf creator world, like I said, is growing to this absolute magnet scale. But I think a huge part of that, and I think what we'll look back on and see, and what I'm already seeing from kind of being so intrinsically a part of of this community is that although the Grant and Micah leaving situation had its downs, I think overall it has had its massive ups. Like, what it has done, it has proved how strong this golf creator community is. It has shown to the greater world, the greater golf world, how powerful these creators are in the space. What influence Good has, Grant, Micah, all these guys have in the deals they've been able to structure, in, you know, the interest we've shown. I basically built this channel I built this channel talking about these guys, talking about the stories around them. Like, that is huge, and that in and of itself. And I think these guys are realizing it, being like, holy crap, we didn't think we were that big. They are. And it's not just them, it's like the space itself and what is being built inside this space and the community that's being fostered inside the space. And obviously I see it, I'm super passionate about it, I love it, I want to create the best content possible for you guys because I know the interest is out there. And I think that's something that maybe they're starting to come to grips a little bit with. But again, Garrett, you guys, if you're watching this, like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, the response of people and how much they're invested in this. And you guys obviously have built something absolutely incredible, and you have to give credit to Garrett. I mean, Garrett really is the archetype of this whole thing. And I'm not just saying this to give him a double wrister after he kind of mentioned my name and made me feel all nice inside, as you might assume. I legitimately, like, this is facts. This is straight facts. And you can talk to anyone in the golf creator space. Like, they all kind of see this collaborative content, this really next evolution of these golfers becoming these like mini celebrities on the platform. Really, he archetyped the whole thing. He's the reason why a lot of these guys have platforms. He's obviously the brain, a big part of the brain behind Good, and what they've done. And like I said, using the Grant and Micah leaving as an example, like that ripple effect, it's created so much hype and so many eyeballs, so many new eyeballs into the space, and it's definitely raising things up to a completely different level.
We've talked about is potentially having like a consistent one or two guys who are like always pretty much on the go, ready to film podcast. And we bring in, like, this is a very random crew that we've never filmed a podcast with.
Random.
But I like it. I like it, even if it means like a 2-person podcast, because I know Steven and I did one time. And if you guys enjoy that, I don't know, I'm open to suggestions. Like,
open to suggestions. Open to suggestions. Open to suggestions, wanting people who are ready to hop on a podcast at any point. I think there was some mention there about my ability to drop everything and just film, and that they were a little bit impressed. Should we start an official petition here to get Nate on the Good podcast? To get Nate as a reoccurring member of the let me just pitch myself here. Interview. What are your qualifications, Nate? My qualifications are, I know how to talk. I definitely feel like I have an on-camera presence. I know YouTube very well, so I could help with that side of things. I know everything about the golf creator space, probably more than anyone. I'm very passionate about it, and I definitely have an extremely flexible schedule that I could be part of this at any point, at any time. I could sit here, I could record, I could zoom in, I can do all of the things. Garrett, I mean, I think it could be pretty cool. I think it could be a pretty cool collab. I think it could be a pretty cool, if you're looking for a consistent host of your podcast, maybe hit me up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see me be a part of this podcast, comment down below or something. Be like, Garrett, hire Nate, or go to their post and say, Garrett, hire Nate Edwardson. That'd be pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.